Welcome everyone. This is Ricardo, and I want to talk about taking course and basically things in life taking its course. Instead of rushing things in life, instead of trying to push forward some things and trying to make things happen, we allow God to help us when things are happening, to allow these things to take its course. Time and chance happen to everybody. I spoke about that before. And when time and chance happen to everybody, there are certain things that God will place into our life at certain timings. We can look at the negative part of things when they come into our life, and we can look at the positive part of things when they come into our life. And those negative things, the way that we actually react to them, is our most important way of handling the situation. And when these things happen, are we going to go about doing more self-infliction? Or, whatever it may have inflicted us, are we going to go along with that infliction? Will we go along with it and keep on getting ourselves hurt? Or will we look at the positive side of those things that may have happened? Because there are a lot of things that happen in our life. For every single person in the world, there will be enemies, there will be, there will be tragedies, there will be a loss of things, and by nature and by time and by deterioration, these things are going to go away. And so we have to look at these things taking course. If you know that batteries have a certain amount of life to them, that batteries have a time of expiring, so do other things in this world. You look at crops. Crops have a time of expiring. If you do not eat the crop at that time, you've wasted the crop. Or the crop has to come back to the ground in a withered way and has to be used up by the ground. So there will be things that we forget to take, or there will be things that we should have taken, or there will be things that we do take, and then we'll have the positive side of these things. And then also things that we do take and get the negative side to them. But when things take course, how do we respond? How do we go about these courses? And how do we go about the way things are going? So we have to be very, very mindful, go by discernment and how we can allow these things to take course. Because not everything will go the course that you want it to go. But when things seem to go a different direction, God seems to always steer us back into the right direction. Just as Paul was saying, the things that I wish I didn't do, or basically in those type of, not in exact words, but in those type of words, the things I wish I did not do, I end up doing. And the things that I want to do, for some reason I just don't do. Because time seems to happen for everybody. Sometimes we want to get a certain thing accomplished on a scheduled time, but because our bodies may have taken care of so many different things on that time that we look forward to doing something, our body takes its course of needing to rest and goes to sleep. And the day is gone. And we say, I wish I would have done this today. But sometimes our body just won't allow us to do it. Sometimes it's just not that timing. And it's like accidents on a highway. You may not have caused that accident, but because that accident has taken its course through time, what's going to happen is you have no choice but to wait in the accident unless you find a different route. So it might be a slower time to get to your destination, but you will still ultimately get there. It's just you're going with the course of things. So I can go much deeper onto the subject on how things will take course, and we can go speak a little more on it sometime later on down the line. But I want to end with that. We'll, just remember, my name is Ricardo, and that God loves you, I love you, and you all take care, and God bless.